Dear students, I am K.R. Ravikumar, lecturer in Computer Science, GSIPU College, Mysore. This is presentation 3 of 3. In this presentation, we are going to learn about computer virus. Virus, the full form is Vital Information Retrieval Under Siege. Students, while working with computer, you might have come across many examples such as computer may not boot properly or some of your stored file may be missing or some of the applications what you're going to work may not execute or may not open properly. See, all these are because of computer virus, or we can say that all these are because of computer virus effects or effects of computer virus. So what is a computer virus? It is a malicious program which causes the system to operate incorrectly and also corrupt computer memory. The meaning is that computer virus is going to affect your system so that users may not make use of this computer system effectively. So there are different types of viruses. They are file infectors, boot sector viruses, macro viruses, and network viruses. So what are file infectors? These are types of viruses which are going to infect executable files or exe files, and it creates duplication of files. Very good example is, suppose if you click on any of the application, so that particular application may not execute or may not open. So this is because of file infectors. Next type of virus is boot sector virus. These types of viruses which does not allow a computer system to boot properly. Meaning is that your operating system may not load into your computer system, so you cannot work with computer system. Next type of viruses are macro viruses. These are the types of viruses which going to damage or infect electronic spreadsheet, nothing but MS Excel or database software. Another type of virus is network virus. These viruses use computer network to spread themselves on the computer network. This happens through your email or file transfer between the two computers. Now let us see what are the characteristics of a computer virus. First one is these computer viruses which replicate themselves. Replication means nothing but duplicate. And these viruses requires a host program as a carrier. I mean, one of the file in your system has to be affected, then it starts replicating or its activity. And it is activated by external action. What do you mean by external action? External actions are opening a file, closing a file, copy paste, cut paste. All these are external activities through which these virus can replicate. And again, these replications are limited to your computer system. Next is symptoms of virus. Means how can we come to know that our systems got affected with a computer virus? It is sometimes your system or computer may not boot properly, or while you're working, you may feel computer becomes slow. It is one of the reasons. Sometimes your files, whatever files you have stored in computer memory, may be corrupted, or or it becomes unreadable. Means when you open the file, you may find some junk characters. And sometimes these viruses also occupy spaces in memory. And sometimes you are getting unexpected ads on the screen. See, these are some of the symptoms of computer virus. Then, how do we prevent virus attacking to your or entering into your system? That is virus prevention. How can we do that? These can be achieved by the following measures or following actions. First one is we are not supposed to use any foreign disk or CD or your pen drive from outsiders. And even if you use it, it has to be scanned before opening any of the drives. Second point is that always we have to scan the files which are downloaded from the internet or from other sources. And third point is that it is advisable to use always licensed software, because licensed softwares which have more security than other software. Next, protection to your PC. So with the help of password protection, you can avoid some other person to use your computer. Next point is that it is advisable to install and use antivirus software. So, and not only that, these antivirus software has to be updated regularly, very often. Next is network security. What do you mean by network security? See, it is the method of protecting the computer from unauthorized access, modification, or damage. This is nothing but unauthorized access, means without anybody's permission. So some other person can enter your network and he can damage the data. So these under this we have few mechanisms like authorization, authentication, encrypted smart card, biometric systems, or firewall. What do you mean by authorization? Authorization is nothing but it is a method to check whether a person is granted access to use a system or not. This is done by using legal login ID and password. You might have familiar with email, and everybody will be having your own email ID and password. So that login ID and password are nothing but authorization and authentication. Next one is called authentication. Authentication, it is a service, it is a service accessed by the valid person or not. Here, it is the system is going to check whether the right person is is using this system, using the computer or not. So this is done by using or asking for password. Next method is biometric system. This method uses fingerprint, retina scan, or voice scan to check the identity of the user or a person to use the computer system. Next is firewall. Firewall is a software. It will be installed in one of the nodes of a computer, and it prevents unauthorized access to or from the private network. It's called firewall. So it blocks the content that does not match the security criteria. Next one is called encrypted smart card. It is a handheld smart card that generates the token recognized by the computer. Next terms are hackers and crackers. You may be familiar with the word hackers. These hackers are nothing but a computer programmer, and they will be having a very good knowledge of a computer system or a software or networking, and they will gain access to your network with their programs and never intentionally damage any data. And these actions of hackers can be either ethical or illegal. Another type of peoples are crackers. Crackers are again a programmer, and they will enter your network, or they will break the security level of your network illegally, and they are dangerous people to damage your data and information, and their actions are illegal. Next term is called cookies. Cookies are nothing but is a small text file that a web browser stores on a client system. You might have come across many examples while browsing a net or surfing the net. See, while you're working with the internet, all of a sudden some advertisement or some text messages will pop up immediately on your screen. So these are nothing but cookies. Next is cyber law. Cyber law is a generic term which refers to all the legal and regulatory aspect of internet and WWW, that is World Wide Web. I mean, cyber law, it says it says the rules and regulations of protocols of using computer system, the hardware or software, internet and WWW, World Wide Web. Next is India's IT Act, that is Information Technology Act. In India, the cyber laws are contained in the Information Technology Act 2000. In this act, they have defined about the cyber laws, about the computer system, hardware, software, internet, World Wide Web, and how to use it, and what to be done and what not to be done. So this is India's IT Act 2000. Dear students, let me conclude this presentation at this stage. Thank you very much.